Hey friends, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my reading vlog for Chain of Gold. I am actually refilming this intro, so I've finished it now and I'm editing my video and I just needed to refilm the intro. But I was really excited to reread it before Chain of Iron, and this is my vlog of that. Sorry if it's not great, I'm still kind of getting used to vlogging. But in it I unbox all the copies of Chain of Iron. That's one of them. I got 5. And I read Chain of Gold and I share some thoughts and I hope you enjoy. Hi, so it's now the day after release day and I have a Waterstones parcel and I hope it's Chain of Iron. It's Chain of Iron. Yay. Okay, that did not want to come out. But yay, it's here! Isn't it gorgeous? I'm trying to get better lighting for you. This is the Waterstones exclusive. It is so beautiful. I have the Waterstones exclusive of Chain of Gold. I've also pre-ordered just the standard one. I think I said that yesterday. But this one arrived first. Oh, it's so beautiful. So that's the cover. And the spine. And the back. I still haven't started Chain of Gold. Hopefully tomorrow. And I shall update you either when I start Chain of Gold or when the next edition arrives. Hi, so it's now Thursday. I'm home from work. Happy World Book Day. I'm wearing my book dress in honour of World Book Day or celebration. And I've come home to, oh dear, book mail, which hopefully one of these is a Chain of Iron copy, fingers crossed. But I thought I may as well unbox them all because why not? So this one is my monthly Illumicrate actually. The pin's in a little pouch and the book's in a big pouch. And it's got nice red sprayed edges. It looks very pretty. I have no idea what it is. Okay, so it's a Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. That's very pretty. Okay, I'm sold. The Cruel Prince meets City of Bones. As we all know, Cassandra Clare is my favourite author, so anything compared to City of Bones I'm here for. It is urban fantasy, which isn't necessarily my favourite genre, but like I say, compared to City of Bones, so I'm definitely going to give this one a try. I'm excited to read that. And I love the edition, it's so pretty. Actually, what am I doing? Oh, okay. I was like, I need to check if there's a design under the jacket, and there isn't anyway, so it didn't matter. And then the monthly pin. I love these pins, I think they're so pretty. Okay, this isn't necessarily my favourite, but it is still pretty, and it's a heart. That's interesting. So that's the Illumicrate. Then I have 3 from Waterstones. I'm going to start with this thin one because I know this isn't going to be Chain of Iron. I think I know what all of these are, so hopefully I'm right. Yes, this is what I thought it was. So this is A Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova. So I think I mentioned earlier that I finished A Court of Silver Flames the other day and I really enjoyed it, and I want to slowly dip my toes into more kind of fantasy romance, and this one seems to be recommended, so I picked it up and I'll see how it goes. And then we have this one, which is very thick, and I think I know what this is, and I'm very excited about it. Once again, I don't think it's Chain of Iron, but I'm just so excited, so I'm going to open it now anyway. Yay! Oh, finally! So, speaking of A Quarter of Silver Flames, my tour edition finally arrived. There was a whole mess with these. They were meant to be sent after the event, which was on the 22nd of February. I think it was a Saturday. They were meant to be sent after the event, and a load of people got theirs just before, and then that was it. No, the rest of us who didn't get theirs before never heard anything again, and they just weren't updating people. We didn't even get any tracking numbers or anything, so I emailed Fane and they gave me a tracking number, and that never moved at all. And so I eventually emailed Waterstones, because I think Beth emailed Waterstones and she got an actually helpful response from them. So I emailed them and they were like, yeah, we know that there's an issue, we're going to resend them all. And so it's finally here and I'm so happy. I can stop worrying about that now. And now the last one, which, if this isn't Chain of Iron, I will be quite surprised actually. Yeah. Come on. Oh my god. Why is this only happening with Chain of Iron? There we go. This is the standard, well, it's the standard UK cover, but it is the first edition with special content, which I already have in the other one, but I need to collect all of the covers, so I'm ridiculous. This cover is so much prettier in person than it is on the screen. I wasn't a massive fan of it when they first revealed it, but it's actually so pretty. And this is the edition I will be reading from. I always tend to read from the standard editions. So yeah, I'm really happy this has arrived. I still haven't started my reread of Chain of Gold, but I'm still happy that I am now ready to dive into this one. So tonight is also the Cassandra Clare Fane event, which I also have their tour edition ordered coming with my ticket. So hopefully that doesn't get hopefully that doesn't go quite as badly as the other one. I just want it to arrive and I don't want to have to worry about it. But yes, that event is tonight, so I will be watching that and I'm really excited. I've met Cassie quite a few times. I'm quite sad that this year I can't go and meet her, but obviously I understand why, because of COVID. But it is sad. I've met her quite a few times. I love meeting her, she's so lovely. But at least with all these virtual events we can still have the talks and the tours and everything, even if we can't have the signing, which I'm really grateful for. So I'm really looking forward to that. So it's a bit later now. It's after the Cassie event, which was really good and I had a really nice time, and I chatted with Beth and Courtney while we were watching that, which was really nice. So it's now later, I've had dinner, I'm getting tired because I'm I'm like a grandma and I can't stay up past 9 o'clock, otherwise I just get tired. But tomorrow at work is quiz day and I'm doing the quiz, so I need to really quickly find a quiz online because I'm not going to make one. So I'm going to do that. But I finally finished my review book and I'm about to start Chain of Gold and I'm really excited. The Cassie event got me even more excited for my reread and to finally read Chain of Iron, so I'm so happy that I can finally start Chain of Gold now. And I've got my bookmark ready. I'm using this rune bookmark. This is from Beth's shop. I'll leave the link in the description. Go check out her shop. Her bookmarks are really pretty. So I'm using that and I'm going to really quickly download this quiz and then I'm going to start Chain of Gold, and I'll probably only read the prologue before I go to bed, but I want to start it. Oh, and I'm also watching the Patreon sprints on Ashley's channel, Frolic Through Fiction, and that's got Ashley, Jade, Gavin, Becca and Steph on them, and I'm just watching those while I read and get stuff done. And I just really like these reading sprint live shows, and I'm glad they've become such a thing because they just help me get so much done. Hi, it's now Friday. I've just got home from work to another parcel, which I believe is edition 3 of my 5 editions coming. I also had an email today saying my February one shipped, which I was really surprised about because I looked on the shipping updates page earlier in the week, and I think it said that they weren't expecting to ship until the end of the month. So I was quite surprised that that shipped already, but I'm glad about it because it means I can easily, hopefully if it arrives on time, easily get it into this video. But yay! So this is the tour edition. It looks so pretty. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. And it says Chain of Iron, and it's got these silhouettes on it, and they're just so gorgeous. So this edition is actually the standard UK edition, just with a special dust jacket on it for the tour. But the dust jacket is gorgeous, and I knew I had to get it. It says secrets consume even the truest love on the flap, and on the other flap it just has a really pretty design. This edition is gorgeous. I'm so happy I got this. So I've not read much of Chain of Gold. I didn't end up reading much on my lunch break. I didn't read much last night, but I mean, I think I'm maybe about 20 pages in, but I'm already just back into loving it so much. Like, it's just, I'm so happy I'm rereading it. But I shall update you when I've actually read some. Hopefully I'll actually read some tonight because I've already started it and I have nothing else in the way of reading it, so yay. Hi, it's now Sunday at around 5 something. I didn't update you yesterday. I didn't actually do much reading yesterday, which is why I just spent all day yesterday on Animal Crossing, and I spent quite a bit of today on Animal Crossing too. But I was watching the productivity sprints that Maddie from Book Browsing blog hosts, and those were with Ali, Spoops and India, so I'll link them all below as well. And I did manage to get some reading done this morning. I managed to drag myself away from Animal Crossing. I got some reading done, and I also did a little bit of a workout on my Ring Fit, and I've now had a shower. That wasn't that long ago. Okay, but reading. Oh dear. There we go. So, I've been reading. I am now on page 96, and I'm on like one of those kind of chapters that isn't a chapters that isn't a chapter. I'm trying to find what chapter. So I've read 3 chapters and then 2 of these like looking back into the past things, and the one I'm up to now is Sirenworth Hall in the 1900, not in the 1900s. And yeah, basically every time there's any mention of Jem, Will and Tessa in the same sentence, or like Will and Tessa are together and they mention Jem, or all 3 of them are actually in the room, I just get all emotional because they're my absolute favourites. Oh, it just makes me so emotional. I've teared up a few times. But yeah, so not a lot of progress, but a bit of progress. Hopefully I'll make more progress. I want to try and get better at words. Like, using my time better. Because, like, I tend to get really into Animal Crossing and then suddenly the whole day is gone and I've been on Animal Crossing all day and I haven't done anything else. And so I really manage my time. That wasn't even a hard word to remember. Anyway, I really want to get better at managing my time. So back to work tomorrow because it's Monday. And what I want to try and do is only go on Animal Crossing for an hour in the evening, maybe like just before I go to bed or something. Because I tend to go to bed at 9 and then lie in bed and just scroll through my phone. So instead I could go on Animal Crossing for an hour before bed. And so I can hopefully actually get some reading done. And hopefully I'll get some done during my lunch break. But I don't always feel like reading during my lunch break. Sometimes I just want to switch off. But yeah, and I should get some more reading done tonight. I'm also going to spend a bit of time playing. I think we might spend a few minutes on Animal Crossing and then we'll be playing Stardew Valley, and that'll be me, Beth and Blue. And we're doing that after dinner and I'm looking forward to that. We're trying to play Stardew Valley weekly at least because we've started a new beach farm. So that should be good fun. But yeah, I might do some reading now. I'll update you if anything happens. Yeah. It's now Tuesday. I've just got home from work. I've got some mail, which I'm excited about. And I've not read much for A Chain of Gold. I'm being the worst vlogger at the moment. And the worst reader. Basically, I can't remember if I already said this, but I'm redoing my entire Animal Crossing island. I'm terraforming all of it and changing it all up. Because I've never really been happy with my island, and so I wanted to actually do something about it, and I'm so happy with it so far. But that keeps taking all of my attention. I would like to try and find a balance. I think I was saying this the other day, but I'd like to try and find more of a balance, but I don't know if today's going to be the day that happens, because today I had my second COVID vaccine and I'm now feeling quite tired, and I'll probably just go on Animal Crossing all evening because my brain is not functioning enough to read. So that's annoying. But hopefully tomorrow I'll actually do some reading. I did a little bit on my lunch break today at work, so it is happening. But mail. So this is obviously not another copy of Chain of Iron, but I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure it's Shadowhunter related. I can't remember which one I ordered now. It was a while ago. But it is from Book Bestie. I love their stuff. Yes, it is Shadowhunter related. So I got one of their like dust jacket things, which I think are really cool. I've never tried one of these before. I've only tried their book sleeves. But this one is gorgeous. And it says, "One must always be careful of books and what is inside them, for words have the power to change us." And that's a quote from The Infernal Devices, which is my favourite Shadowhunter series. And isn't this just so beautiful? I'm obsessed. It's the same on both sides, but it's so beautiful. And then I have this parcel from Fairy Loot, which I'm 90% sure is it's actually got a barcode on it that says Chain of Iron, so it is my Chain of Iron Fairy Loot edition, which is super exciting. Okay. So it once again comes in the Fairy Loot pouch, says happy reading, super cute. And it is here. Oh wow, that's really pretty. Oh, I love it. So it looks like that. Spine. The back has a quote on it, and then the edges have a moth stencil, When I get all my editions, I'll show you them all on my shelf, but the Fairy Loot edition of, oh, it's signed as well. Well, stamped. The Fairy Loot edition of Chain of Gold, I have like showing the page edges because it's got a sword on it. And so I'm going to do the same with this one, just to show off the really pretty edges. But that, yeah, I just love these editions. The black and the silver is just so pretty. I'm so happy. So yeah, I'm probably just going to go on Animal Crossing now. I might film a bit of my terraforming for you. I don't know what I'm going to do today yet, but I'll show you that and hopefully do some reading tomorrow when I'm feeling a bit less fuzzy. Hi, it's Thursday. Once again, I've just got home from work. I've got some more parcels. Exciting. These are both from Illumicrate. I know what they both are. I'm excited for both of them. Oh, God's sake. There we go. So let's open them. These aren't the subscription. These are like extra books they did that weren't part of their monthly subscription. So this one is actually the sequel to one of their monthly subscription books, and they did books, and they did a special edition to match their edition, and it's very, very pretty, and it is Red Tigress, and this is the sequel to Blood Heir, which was one of the monthly books last year, I think, and it's got these beautiful sprayed stenciled edges. I can't get over it. So it's all red on top, and then it looks like that on the edges, and then on the bottom it's just plain. It's so beautiful, and it comes signed, and the end papers are gorgeous. Like, I'm so glad that this was one of the books they did a matching edition for, because those edges are just stunning. And now the other one is the one we've all been waiting for, the final edition to arrive. Let's see if I can get into it. There we go. Oh, okay. It didn't come in the yellow Illumicrate bag. But it's so pretty. But this is Chain of Iron, the Illumicrate edition. It's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? I'll show you all the editions in better light, I swear. But it's got yellow edges, and it's blue, and it's got gold boiling on it, and it's come with an art print, which is really pretty. Oh my god! Okay, this is so cool. So it's an illustration of the beautiful Cordelia, which is the kind of story, I guess. It's not really a novel, it's kind of more serialized, I think. Anyway, it's the story that Lucy is writing for Cordelia in Chain of Gold. I don't know if it carries on in Chain of Iron, because obviously I haven't read it yet. But that's so cool. I love that so much. This will definitely be one that I'll end up framing, I think, because that's just awesome. I love that so much. So it even says Lucy Herondale at the bottom, like where the author's name goes. Oh, that's so cool. I really love that. And yeah, I think I prefer this one to Illumicrate's edition of Chain of Gold, just because I didn't really love those shades of green and orange together, but I do still like the edition, and obviously this is just really beautiful. Oh, and in the Illumicrate edition of Chain of Gold was the only one out of all the editions I collected not to have the title on the spine. It had a quote, and they've carried that on for this one, which is really exciting. So this says, "Secrets consume even the truest love." Oh, I'm so happy this is finally here. Now I can put my shelf together, and I will hopefully show you that at some point when I have better light. I'm actually hoping to do some reading tonight. I'm really going to try and only go on Animal Crossing between 9 and 10 PM, right before I go to bed. So hopefully I'll get some reading done. I've actually been doing a little bit of reading at work on my lunch break. Obviously not a lot because it's my lunch break and it's not very long and I need to eat lunch during it. But I've got a bit of reading done, so I'm getting through it. I just need to sit down and read. I think that's what I need to do. Once I sit down and start reading, I will get into it and I'll want to keep reading. Like, I want to read it. I just need to not go on Animal Crossing. That's the main thing. So yeah, I might do some reading before dinner. I definitely shouldn't go on Animal Crossing before dinner because then I'll just keep going on Animal Crossing after dinner. So yes, let's do some reading before dinner and actually get some done. It's now Tuesday night. It's been a while. I've not been reading, so I haven't been vlogging. But tonight, this evening, I actually have been reading. So that's good. I'm now up to chapter 11, page 276. So I'm getting there. I'm enjoying it still. And still getting emotional about my favourite characters. And I've just read a sad bit. If you've read it and you remember how chapter 10 ends, or if you just want to go and check to remember how chapter 10 ends, I just read that and I'm sad. I'm going to try and be really vague here. From my first read, I remembered that the thing happened to one of them. Hopefully, if you've read it and you know what I'm talking about, that made sense to you. So I remembered that, but I didn't remember who it happened to. And so, yeah, sad. We're also starting to get more into the action now. I mean, it's like a 600-page book, so it's not surprising that it took a while to get into the action. And we're just starting to get to it now, and obviously one of the main characters, Cordelia, is a Carstairs, and she has Cortana. I am really enjoying seeing Cortana, because we first see Cortana, or at least I think we first see Cortana. It's been a very long time since I read the Mortal Instruments or the Infernal Devices. But as far as I'm aware, the first time we see Cortana is in the Dark Artifices. It's definitely the first time that it's prominent, I guess. Because the main character of the Dark Artifices, Emma, is a Carstairs, and Cortana has been passed down to her. And so it's quite cool seeing Cortana again. Like, we're told it's passed down from generation to generation, but I just enjoy seeing that in action and seeing Cordelia fight with Cortana. And also, I really like I really like just all of the Shadowhunter books set in this sort of era. Like, the Infernal Devices is set in the Victorian era, I believe, and the Last Hours, this series, is set in the Edwardian era. And I don't know, I don't know why, but I just really enjoy seeing them all following mundane society's rules of gentlemen and ladies and how everyone should dress, and how a woman can't be seen alone with a man or it ruins her, and all this stuff. And then, like, you've turned the page and they're like battling demons, like male and female Shadowhunters alike, just getting in there and killing demons and using weapons and not being remotely ladylike or gentlemanly. And I just love that contrast. It's so funny, and it's really fun to see. I'm going to try and do a bit more reading tonight. I want to get to page 300. So I think I just need to read one more chapter. I just need to read chapter 11 and then I'll be about halfway through, finally. I'm currently doing sprints. Like, I'm participating in sprints with, can you see, Jade and Ashley, which is why I've actually been getting some reading done. I've once again spent like all my time on Animal Crossing, but I'm really close to finishing my island and I'm really happy with it, and I will hopefully be able to film an island tour when I'm finished with it. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try and be really strict with myself. I'm going to try and make myself read. I'm going to try and make myself read 50 pages before I even go on Animal Crossing. Wish me luck. But yeah, I'm going to get back to my book and to being sad because of the sad thing. And talk to you in a bit, and hopefully something will happen tomorrow, so it'll be a bit more interesting. Hello, it's now Wednesday afternoon. I did read this morning. I am on page 352. I decided I wasn't going to touch my Switch until I'd read 50 pages, and that's what I did. I read 50 pages, and then I went on my Switch, and now it is nearly 4 o'clock, so that didn't go well. I mean, I sort of did what I planned, but not really. Whoops. But I got some... I've just got off my Switch and went and had some food, and I've got some mail. First of all, my Chain of Iron pre-order bookmark has arrived with the moth cutout. I was starting to get worried that I'd forgotten to submit my details for this, so I'm really glad it came. I peeled the protective film off, and I don't know if you can see very well, but it's like kind of made the back go all splintery, so that's a bit annoying. And I also, this is not relevant apart from the fact that it's a book, but I got Shards of Earth by Adrian Tchaikovsky. This is an arc, it comes out in May, it's 27th of May. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think I might be on the tour for this one. I signed up for a tour for it. I didn't request the arc, I just signed up with the tour. Like, I didn't request the arc separately. So I'm assuming by the fact that I've got the arc, that means I'm on the tour, but I haven't heard back anything yet, I don't think, so. But I assume I'm on the tour for that one, which is exciting. I've been wanting to try Adrian Tchaikovsky's books for a while, so I've never read any of his books before, so this will be my first, and I'm quite excited. I really love sci-fi and I want to get more into it. So yeah, that's my book mail. And now I might spend a bit of time alternating between reading and starting to edit this vlog. That might be a good idea. Just some thoughts on Chain of Gold. I absolutely adore the friendship group. They are so sweet. They are just, oh my god, they're so adorable. I love them so much. They're all so cute. And like just the way they all look out for each other. Like I just read a scene where they were out for tea. They were at Anna's house, or Anna's flat. And Anna was like, you can't all just show up unannounced, there's not enough cake, and so they were all fighting over cake, but they made sure that Thomas got a slice no matter what, because he needed it, and it was just really sweet. I love them all so much. But yeah, I'm going to read and edit and hopefully talk to you soon with a reading update. Hi, it's Saturday. It's also Becca's 48-hour book upathon today, and so I have been kind of participating in that. I've been really tired today, so I've been reading very slowly, so it's not like a massive participation, but I've been kind of participating, and it's been motivating me to read all day, which has been good. And I've just finished Chain of Gold. I really am glad I reread this. I remembered the vague, basic, general plot, but there were so many details I'd forgotten. Like the exact ending, which was obviously quite useful to know going into the next book, and just all these little details about how certain things actually happened, if that makes sense. So it's really good to reread, and I'm really glad I did. And I'm now going to move on to Chain of Iron. So I shall be ending my Chain of Gold vlog here. I really enjoyed it. 5 stars. I love this world. So yeah, I'm really excited to finally be carrying on with this series and finding out what happens next, and I wish we already had book 3 because I want to know what happens in the whole series. There are things that I want answers to immediately. So I'm a bit, I mean, obviously I knew I was going to have to wait for the 3rd book, but I'm still sad. But yeah, so I'll wrap this vlog up here. Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my Chain of Iron vlog. Bye!